right, moving on and getting you the latest on a story that we have been relentlessly pursuing, getting the voices of the doctors, the patients, and those students who've taken the NEET exam, yet they are not, who've cleared the NEET exam, yet they are not in the system yet. We're talking about the doctors' strike. Now, amid massive protests in the national capital by resident doctors, the Union Health Minister has now called a doctors' delegation for talks. A 12-member delegation of the doctors is going to meet the minister. This comes just a day after a face-off between police and doctors on the streets of Delhi. The police had blocked the protesters from marching to the top court. Doctors have been calling for an open apology both from Delhi police and the Union Health Ministry. A large number of resident doctors have been protesting outside Delhi Safdarjung Hospital since morning over this. Doctors were seen holding up images of police's action from last evening.
जून में हमारे डॉक्टर्स नए आते हैं, अभी तक काउंसलिंग तक हुई नहीं है, तो और डॉक्टर्स भी नहीं है। ऑलरेडी हमारे पास जितने डॉक्टर हैं बचे कुचे वो बहुत कम हैं, ओवरवर्कड है। इसलिए हमारी यही मांग है कि नीट पीजी काउंसलिंग जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने अभी तक डेट भी जाहिर नहीं की, कोई वर्डिक्ट नहीं दिया है, वो फास्ट ट्रैक की जाए।
हमारे यंग डॉक्टर्स हैं, एमबीबीएस करने के बाद वो घर पर बैठे हुए हैं, वो वर्क करना चाहते हैं, बट इस नीट काउंसलिंग ना होने की वजह से वो अपनी सेवा नहीं दे पा रहे हैं। और जैसा कि हम देख भी रहे हैं, केसेस फिर से बढ़ रहे हैं कोरोना के। तीसरी लहर संभावित है अगले 1-2 महीने में जो आ सकती है। उसके लिए हमें फाइट करने के लिए नए डॉक्टर्स की ज़रूरत होगी।
कल जो हुआ उसके बाद हम चुप नहीं बैठेंगे। कल हम पीसफुली प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आगे, लेकिन हम डॉक्टरों के ऊपर पुलिस ने बहुत सारी अट्रॉसिटीज़ करी हैं, जिसके खिलाफ हम और बुलंद से कह रहे हैं कि हमें नीट पीजी जल्दी चाहिए और सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जजमेंट जल्द से जल्द हो।
All right, and we have been consistently getting you the voices of the stakeholders on this story. So I'm joined by Dr. Gehan, who's joining us on this broadcast, and I'm also joined by Dr. Akshay Yadav, who's president of Maharashtra Resident Doctors Association. Welcoming you both on the broadcast. First, I'd like to start with you, Dr. Gehan. Now that we understand that the center has once again called a delegation of doctors to have a dialogue, in your view, what does this move signify? And do you think that there could be a breakthrough as far as this dialogue is concerned?
Yes, ma'am. We are also being very hopeful on this. Right till now, whatever we have heard are just verbal assurances, but we haven't seen anything in action yet. Even on Jan 6th, whatever they announced was the date of the hearing. And it was not the date of the counseling. That was not confirmed yet. So we are being very hopeful that this will not just be a verbal assurance, but some action will be taken as soon as possible, like right now.
Right. Dr. Akshay, if I may ask you for your opinion on this, what we have seen, the visuals that are coming in from Delhi last evening, last night was very, very difficult for the resident doctors. They were protesting and they were roughed up by the police, and then yet again, they are firm on their demands. What is your view on that? We also know that there is nationwide solidarity. Resident doctors from across the country are lending their support. How do you view these developments?
See, as we have gone through those visuals, and as I can assure you that that only depicts 50% of the severity what actually has happened. I myself have seen that video in which the male police officer was just taking and manhandling female resident doctors very badly. So it hurts us that when they needed us, when the nation needed us, we selflessly sacrificed our health, our time, and we went forward to help the nation. And now when we need, now also it's not just us. Now also the nation needs. We are protesting for the citizens of India, because if doctors are less in government hospital, the ultimate sufferings will be procured by the citizens of India. So that is why it is very hurting to see this, that how the authorities are treating us, and ultimately if they are ignoring us, they are ignoring the common citizens of India, is what I would like to highlight.
Absolutely. Dr. Gehan, if you could help us understand one more thing, and this is a very emotive issue, a very emotional thing that I want to touch upon, is that there was a time when people banged thalis and they showered flower petals on doctors. And yesterday's visuals are very disturbing to watch. We are witnessing a massive surge of COVID cases across the country, and there was a time when everybody, including the party in power, hailed you as heroes, as God, as COVID warriors. What is, in your view, how does it feel, to be treated like this again at this critical juncture?
Actions mean everything. The gestures, whatever was done back then, okay, if those gestures were accompanied by adequate actions at adequate time, then it's appreciated. But those gestures alone, without any adequate action being taken now when we need it the most, then that means nothing to us. It means nothing to us. Now is the time when we need the action to be taken. And now they need to do something about the current situation which has been going on. So what happened yesterday was totally unacceptable. It was very bad. No doctor deserves to be treated that way, because we care for the welfare of the public despite having undergone hours of duties like 36 hours, 72 hours. But when the same set of doctors are being manhandled by the police, then things are not right in the government. Things are not right in our nation. That does tell us a lot. So we want an action to be taken against those people. And the process, the main underlying cause, the NEET PG counseling to happen as soon as possible.
Okay. Dr. Akshay, your view on this, do you feel let down by the system?
See, actually, as my dear colleague said, that ultimately what we want is NEET PG counseling should be expedited, and the benefit will be received by all of us, not just us, the doctors, but entire nation. So what I would like to highlight is it is not needed that you always appreciate us. The main thing is you should take actions when they are needed. Otherwise, that appreciation will not hold any significance anymore. Like you quoted that thali was there and that diya was enlightened. But then, what is the use of that? What is the use of that if now when there is the prime time when third wave is about to hit the country, no action is being taken, and we the ultimate aim of our whole protest is to bring in more doctors so that the nation can fight against a third wave of COVID. I don't know how this is not being accepted by the authorities. It feels very bad, inhuman.
Right, right. Dr. Gehan, time and again, we have put the spotlight on the issues doctors are going through. We've spoken about the long working hours. We have spoken about, the issue of mental health, their physical health. And we've also spoken about the students who have cleared the exam, yet they are not in the system. It is also a waste of time and money, and people actually take career breaks to pursue this. In your experience, could you give us some examples and could you help us understand, because we need to keep talking about it. The reasons are the same, but we have to keep talking about it unless somebody in the power decides to hear us. So could you give us some examples of sufferings of the doctors and the NEET students that they're going through as a result of this delay in counseling?
Sure, ma'am. I shall give you my own example. I finished my internship of MBBS in February 2020. I took a break for about 10 months and I hope to write NEET in January 2021. But due to the COVID, the exam which was to be conducted during January 2021 got postponed to April 2021. And yet again, due to the second wave of COVID, the exam, ironically, the same set of doctors for whom the exam got postponed because of the COVID, we were called for duty again, not as PGs, but just as duty doctors. So even then, the COVID didn't hit us were not to hit us during the exams, but no, we were supposed to do our duties, but we were not supposed to have our exams. That is not right. And moreover, it got postponed to September. And during September, we wrote our exams and the results were out in 3 weeks. And after that, the counseling process got delayed by about 3 months, and it's still indefinite about when the next counseling date is about to start. So here I wasted 2 years easily. 10 months a break of which I took on by myself, and another year by the mismanagement of the entire system. So I'm left without a job now. I'm still depending on my parents' money. There's no certainty about my career right now. And moreover, my senior colleagues who are serving as PGs in the respective hospitals, they are overworked right now with 2/3, 1/3 of the staff being at home, which includes even me. So they have been overburdened, overworked, and they have been working for 36 hours, 72 hours straight, which no human being should do. That's what we preach as doctors. This increases the stress levels. This impairs your judgment. None of this is right. So expediting this process we're hoping that all these problems will come to an end with this.
Okay. Dr. Akshay, you also heard Dr. Gehen give us some examples and, the examples that he cited and his own struggles. Could you also share some details with us? Because we understand that this has been going on for so long, and the doctors who actually belong to the hospitals are actually on the streets at the moment. What do you have to say on that?
Like my dear fellow colleague quoted, there were times when there was no food for us in the pandemic era, when we had to serve without food, and also the struggles we had to go through while wearing PPE. Not just us, the resident doctors, everybody in the medical fraternity has suffered that. To wear PPE for 8 long hours when you cannot eat, you cannot go for washroom, you cannot do. It's very tiring to have such sessions of PPE. And during that time when they were praising, I would like to just tell them that just remember how difficult it was to wear that N95 for 1 hour for any citizen of our country, including the authorities. And we had to wear it 24 hours because we were serving for more than 24 hours in this crisis. And again, the nation will witness. I hope that it should not. But in case third wave hits, so again the same thing will repeat. So I just hope everyone understands the sufferings which we have been through, and now also we are worried about the third wave. That is why this protest is happening. So basically, this protest is not just for us; this is for nation.
Absolutely. And do you think that while we are all hopeful that the delegation of doctors that's meeting the center, we are hopeful of a big breakthrough, but what is your next plan of action? What if the docs fall through, because the counseling won't happen overnight? New doctors will not be included into the system overnight. So what is your strategy going ahead?
Our demand is not to finish the counseling, as I quoted. Our demand is only to start the process. Once it is started, we are assured that it will finish in its time. Also, the delegation will meet. I am also there in Indian Medical Association Junior Doctors Network. So our delegation is trying to seek an appointment with other ministers also, apart from Health Minister, sir. So in case if anything is given in written, or in case it starts in case the emergency hearing of Supreme Court occurs. So definitely we are mature enough, we all are mature enough to stop this protest at that moment, because we know that in case it starts, so it will definitely end with in the appropriate time. So our demand is different. And secondly, in case it doesn't happen, so like I'm from Maharashtra, and presently I'm president of local mart, but I also have attended meetings of state level mart, and in that they have decided to escalate the protest in the form of strike in the upcoming days. But the ultimate
all right, thank you so much, Dr. Akshay and Dr. Gehen, for okay.
Thank you.
Okay, absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Akshay and Dr. Gehan, for making time and patiently answering our questions and again taking us through your struggles, your demands, and the concerns that the medical fraternity of India is going through at the moment, and they just want the government to hear them and address their demands as soon as possible. We will continue to put the spotlight on this issue on Mirror Now. For now, it's time for a short break. Stay tuned for more news and details.